Greetings, Dota fans, and welcome back to this epic best-of-3 series between LGD Gaming and Invictus Gaming. Last match, we had a long, drawn-out stalemate, but IG were able to seal the deal with a big, fat, farmed Naga Siren. LGD's Ember Spirit was just not enough. He wasn't up to snuff. He was big, he had a Rapier, he had the 3 Battle Furies. No, that's a lie. He had 2 Battle Furies, but just wasn't enough. He couldn't get the crits. IG played it right. They split push. They didn't group up. They didn't give him the big cleaves he was looking for to get the rampage. And IG did it. They're up 1-0 in this best-of-3 and 1 game away from advancing further here in the GEST Challenge. I am Zyori, slated to solo cast the duration of this best-of-3 series, and thank you so much for joining us here on the BTS Tertiary stream. Having a blast so far and excited for another great game. IG did first pick the Bat Rider here in this matchup, and LGD, they took their time, but they decided on a first pick Shadow Shaman. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm just going to take a moment, collect myself. They first picked the Shadow Demon. Great hero against the Bat Rider. You've got your defensive little disruption there. You got your Demonic Purge. It's all good in the hood. They second pick the Tide Hunter, Watermelon Man, popping out onto the field. Another good hero in context of the Bat Rider. If he lasts with someone else, you can ravage and mitigate some of the damage. And also just an all-around good offlaner who has a pretty solid presence in the game right now.
Reserve time.
Second pick from IG, going to be the Doombringer. We saw him in the last game, and he wasn't enough to totally shut down the Naga, but did have a driving force. We saw the Refresher Ags build come out here, so IG will pick him up for themselves. Notice the bans, though. IG, they ban out the Naga. They're not trying to tango with that again, but they also ban out the Ember Spirit. They do not want to muck around with Lyn and that fiery bastard. Another Dire Lycan ban. I'm not going to harp on it this time, but still worth noting. LGD do ban out a couple of key supports here, the Ancient Apparition and Shadow Shaman. 2 supports that these Eastern teams do enjoy quite a bit. And, wow, Titan lost to Myth. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Oh, God, Yamate, please. Please, I speak so highly of you. What happened? Oh, God. Too much Dota. I can't watch it all and cast it all, guys. Who's your daddy? Alright, IG ban out the Mirana and the old Enigma there. The Blueberry, the Void Walker. Yep, 2 pretty straightforward bans. Nothing too crazy about it, but LGD, here we go. Faceless Void. That no-face motherfucker. He's going to be the carry here, probably their position 1. They will have Tide in the offlane, and the offlane Void really only works on the Radiant. You need that pull camp there, and it just doesn't work so well on the Dire. So they'll grab their position 1. They've got their support Shadow Demon. They'll need another support as well as the mid hero here for LGD. Probably some heroes to dump some damage into that Void ult. Something like a Lich might not be a bad choice. The Chain Frost bouncing all over the place. Could go for something like that. IG will take their time though. They want to think about how to deal with this Faceless Void. And they'll think about it. Sorry, I'm looking at chat here, guys. I'm glad y'all are keeping me up to date with the other scores. Somebody needs to develop like a live match ticker. You know, like when when you're watching football, and there's that little thing at the bottom of the screen that just shows you the scores of all the other games that are going on at the same time. Why don't we have that? Oh, it'd be so amazing, dude. It'd be so good. Anyhow, IG will pick up the Silencer here, and I have a feeling this will be a farming Silencer. Let's think about this. It could be a mid-doom, offlane Bat Rider. Could also be a support Silencer, but the farming Silencer is all the rage these days. You go for that early Ags, maybe you get a fast Midas, 15-minute Ags. It's pretty devastating. The amount of utility and damage you get out of that ultimate is pretty ridiculous. The only problem with this IG draft I see so far is they're very cooldown reliant. Lasso and Doom, relatively low cooldowns for ultimates, but Silence is, the global is, it's massive. It takes a while to refresh. Kunkka here, the second support for LGD, paired with the Shadow Demon. Very nice here. It could also be their mid hero, but I think most likely the support. We've seen this duo quite a bit, and it's pretty scary. Easy setups for the Torrents, and pretty big follow-up as well. The Soul Catcher makes the Torrent do a little extra damage. You chop him down with the Tidebringer. Bada boom, bada bing, you got yourself a kill. IG, they will pick up the Rubik, a really smart pick here for their second support, or, well, maybe their first support, as it were. A lot of big abilities to steal. You got your Ravage and Boat are the two big ones, but stealing Chrono's not too bad. Still gives Faceless Void the movement speed. He does not discriminate when it comes to Chronospheres, but still can come in handy if you can jack it on old Ruby Tuesday there. Yeah, I always love seeing Kunkka and Tidehunter together. The masters of the marine mammals. We got an Admiral and we've got a fish. Hopefully Tide has the pirate flag just for some of that camaraderie with the Kunkka. LGD thinking hard about this last ban, and it's a tricky one because you just don't know what the silencer is going to do. He could very well be the position 4, but he could also be the position 1, and it looks like they're thinking he will be a support, and they will ban out the OD. Interesting. I think that means that the Kunkka will be a support for sure, because Kunkka is generally considered an okay hero against OD. Counter is a strong word, but a hero that can hold his own with that manaless harass of Tidebringer. So they don't want to put Kunkka mid. Probably means they're looking for an intellect-less pick here. Could be something like a Puck. Could be something like an Invoker. Both of them have made it through the pool, and both of them get absolutely smashed by the Outworld Devourer. So we'll see what LG want to do with their final pick. IG will have the luxury last pick here, so they can be a bit more reactionary and decide exactly how they want to utilize this silencer. A lot of just a lockdown in general from IG. Telekinesis, Doom, Global, and the Lasso. Wow. Pugna, the final ban from Invictus Gaming. Very well, could have been a Pugna pick. Yeah, it could have worked out.
Reserve time.
Only 10 seconds remaining. What are you going to do, LGD? I think Puck or Invoker are the two big ins here. Both of them are quite good. A lot of damage to dump into that Faceless Void ult. And there's your Invoker. So probably looking at an Exort Invoker here. Some meatballs coming down into the Chronosphere. And of course you got your Sunstrikes to set up around the map. The Sunstrike is really good with the Shadow Demon Kunkka. Gives you a lot of time to react after the setup. But holy Toledo. It's a lone druid here, folks. So it looks like it will be the support silencer after all for IG. I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to lane this. Very interesting draft. Would not have seen that lone druid coming. Interesting. So IG have kind of this weird mix of some pushing power with the lone druid, quite a bit of carry power with the Doom, lone druid, and the silencer. He'll play kind of that tertiary carry role in the position 4. Probably won't find too much farm, but maybe a little bit here and there. Yep, that'll be Faith on the silencer. Chuan picks up the Rubik. Ferrari on the Batrider. Okay, maybe this will be a mid Batrider, position 1 Doom, and offlane LD. Is that what we're looking at here? They may swap when we get into the game, but mid Batrider is... It leaves a little bit to be desired. Yep, YYF on the lone druid. Alright, let's see how this works out here. Welcome to Game 2, ladies and gentlemen. IG up 1-0 in this best of 3 series over LGD. I am Zyori, slated solo caster now. This was actually a rescheduled match, so we were not planning on casting it in our original schedule, but alas, here we are. Happy to be here, giving you all some coverage. Of course, DK versus Newbie is still going on over on BTS 1, and I think Blaze is doing something on BTS 2, or at least he was a while ago. I can't keep track of all the streams and what's going on. Too much dodo, not enough time. Let's introduce some rosters here. On the side of Invictus Gaming, 1 win away from securing the deal of this best of 3 series. Faith on the support silencer here in the bottom lane. He'll be joined by YYF on the position 1 lone druid. Ferrari 430. Solo mid on the Batrider. Double Tango and double Branch. We'll be going for the fast bottle. Chuan supporting on the Rubik. Starting off in the top lane, will rotate his way down bottom. And Luo. He will be on the off lane Doombringer here. Boots first on the Radiant side. Makes things a little bit easier. Now they will put a observer down here on the high ground, right outside that big camp, and they'll get a big one up on the high ground here. And double wards. Look at the little turtle. Oh god, I never noticed that little turtle before. Look how cute he is. He's so slow. Is that new? That must be a new thing. Oh, look at the little turtle. Oh man, how adorable. On the Dire side, we've got Team LGD. They need this one to take us into an ace match. We've got Yao playing on the offlane Tidehunter. And oh boy, he's got some cosmetics here. He's got the octopus hat, but no pirate flag, no squiddles. Oof. Tide has some of the best cosmetics, I have to admit. Lin will be playing on the Faceless Void, headed to the mid lane for now. DDC is invisible, did grab that first rune. DD on the support Kunkka. We will have Rabbit playing in the solo safe lane Invoker. Looks like Ferrari could be victim of a first blood. Here we go. Shadow Demon starts off with the disruption. Torrent to fly. Now Lin coming forward. Ferrari pops the Firefly, trying to make it to the high ground. Chuan joining the party. Ferrari will survive. First gank from LGD, unsuccessful. And the Bat Rider off to a rough start, but lives to tell the tale. And I suppose that's what's really important here. But already. Oh man, they're pressuring this Bat Rider. So, why is Bat Rider not so good in the mid? Look at that base damage, dude. 42 compared to Void's 70. Just think about the disparity there. Void going the poor man's shield. This means that the Bat can't harass him. I mean, he can, but it doesn't do any damage. I mean, look at it. It just tickles him. Oh, this is going to be rough for Ferrari. There's a reason folks don't do Bat solo mid very often, and this is it. So, we'll see how it works for IG. At least he didn't concede the first blood, but this will not be an easy lane. He will need Chuan to stay nearby and help him as much as possible. Uh-oh. Up top, Luo. Now in some trouble. DDC starts it off again with the disruption. There's your Torrent. Rabbit to follow up. Cold Snap to boot. And Luo just heading for the hills. Scorched Earth on. He's speedy. There's the end of his regeneration. 25 hit points to spare. No TP scroll. He's in no man's land. Best he can hope for here is a neutral deny. And he might be able to find it. Torrent will be just barely off the mark. Close call. They're trying to hedge their bets here. DDC looking to cut him off. Can he make it to the neutrals? Come on, Centaur. No, there's your first blood. Lin hops to him with the time walk. A noble effort from the Doom. But they zone him out. And unfortunately, the first blood goes to the Faceless Void. Unfortunately for IG at least. Great news for LGD. But Invictus Gaming not getting what they're looking for. Bat Rider does secure those crucial initial last hits to get the early bottle. Bottles up the haste rune here, but Void has found all the farm he could ever want in that first blood. So he grabs himself some boots. Doom instantly sacks the off lane. Moves straight into the jungle. We'll start eating some of these creatures. This is the problem with Doom in the off lane. You have to go boots first to even have a chance. But then when you retreat to the jungle, your boots make things a little more difficult. Ooh, down bottom. Yao getting harassed back by Faith. No Curse of the Silent, but at early point in the Glaives, just chunking him down. That pure damage. Cutting through the Kraken shell. Oh, look at the little penguin. The scuttling Scotty. Why are there so many adorable things in this game? The octopus hat, the penguin, the fucking turtle. So many animals. Oh man, it's turning in. Dota's turning into a zoo. Anyway, Faceless Void solo mid, working out quite well for LGD. His CS actually a little bit lackluster now. He was up on the Bat Rider, but Bat's had a little time to farm up, and he is now 13-2 compared to the 9-2 Faceless Void. So at least Ferrari is finding some decent farm now. Smoke in the bottom lane, the support duo, DD and DDC, roaming about together. Faith will walk into the danger zone. Disruption to start it off. Sunstrike, Torrent, and Faith will be hard-pressed to survive this one. Completely surrounded, that's a dead silencer. And this is the power of the Kunkka Shadow Demon support duo. It is dirty, and it is easy to execute. The thing that makes it so scary is the range on the disruption. Pretty easy to find that initiation. So far, the roaming duo support of LGD proving pretty successful. Though, well, they pick off a support in the offlaner. Pretty solid, I suppose. How's the position 1 farming? Lone Druid, YYF, 22-4, doing quite well. Farming evenly with the Invoker for the most part. Of course, he is Exort. We saw that Sunstrike already. 3 points in the Exort. And there will be actually a rotation down bottom. All 4 heroes of IG, less that of the Doom in the top lane, will move their way down. Bat Rider using his haste rune here. But, oh, looks like we could see some initiation. DDC looking for the disruption, but can't find it. And they may try to go in on the Tide here. I don't know, this is kind of an awkward tri-lane. Not a lot of killing power across these 3 heroes. Lone Druid just, he doesn't pack the punch early on. Maybe you can get a lucky entangle, but yeah, just not the hugest amount of kill potential here, especially against the Tide with that first point in Kraken Shell. He's sitting level 3, hasn't skilled anything up quite yet, saving it in case he needs the next point in Kraken. They will start chipping away at this tower, though. Bat Rider starting to stack up in the jungle. Looks like he's got a nice triple stack here, 2 Centaurs and a set of Satyrs. And some nice centaurs here as well. So he is making good use of the map, keeping some of that reserve farm so he can retreat and use that Firefly once he moves out of the mid lane. How's Void doing here? I have a feeling we'll see Lin go for a fast hand to Midas. But time will tell on that one. 900 gold up on him. Pulling it up. Time will tell. Rabbit, phase boots. He will be going for a Midas of his own. Does have the first set of gloves of haste. So just pulling up for the recipe. No big surprise there. Very standard on the Exort Invoker. YYF, what's he looking at here? Oh, just pulling up that gold as well. And this could be one of these Midas gaming kind of matchups. Doom could very well pick up a Midas of his own if he was so inclined. So a lot of potential Midas carriers this game. DD and DDC coming in once again. They'll find initiation onto Faith. Sunstrike, they don't even need the Torrent this time. Just a Gush, they'll secure that kill. That makes it 3-0. Now Chuan gets X'd into the Torrent. He will pick up Yao. Taking some decent damage here. Gush coming up in a couple of seconds. They will chase him down, but now the Bear coming in. Rotation from the mid lane. Void on his way. Does have a Chronosphere available. Bat Rider around the backside. He gets caught in the Chrono. Has a lasso available. Will have a fire. No, doesn't have a lasso. What the hell? Needs to skill it up. He will pop the invisibility rune, but not enough. He falls. DD taking a lot of damage, but he's on the run. Fade Bolt not enough to bring him down. 8 hit points to spare. Sunstrike will finish off the Rubik. It's a disaster for IG. They're falling apart. They'll finish off the Kunkka, but now Faith may have to pay with his life. LGD still in hot pursuit. The Void, time walk forward. That'll slow him down. Gets a time lock as well. And now Faith, nowhere to go. Cornered in the trees. He gets chopped down. But Yao, he gets caught by an entangle. Stuck in the trees as well. Too bad the LD just doesn't have enough damage. Maybe he can cut him off here. Wrapping around the other side. GG entangles perhaps. Second point in Kraken Shell. Good path blocking from YYF. Trying to get the Bear up for the entangle. He finds it. RN Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Finds the kill on Tide. Very well played by YYF. A much needed kill there. 2-6 at the 7-minute mark. Already a 2,500 gold lead for the Dire and about 1,500 experience. Oh boy. Bat Rider. Still quite a ways off the blink, but does have this big stack to retreat to. Looks like some wild kids were added to the mix. So does have himself a nice quad stack there. How's the top lane going? Luo is now level 6. Holding on to that ice armor. A great creep for him to suck up. The Ice Ogre. May seem useless at face value, but get yourself that little bit of extra armor. That's Doom's weak point. Very low base armor. And that makes him just so much tankier in lane. He can tank so much more damage with that extra bit of armor. DDC stacking up the Dire Ancients. It is just a double stack already, soon to be a triple. So, pulling up some of that potential farm for his team as well. Most notably for the Tide Hunter, that Anchor Smash works wonders on the Ancients. Void did not go for the Midas Rush, though. Did actually pick up his Power Treads.
Double damage.
Could still go back for a Midas, and very well may choose to do it. But going for a little more utility. Wants to at least have a little bit of presence in these initial skirmishes. Invoker has picked up his Midas now. So that will be the first Midas on the field. Yep, sure is. Doom with his Tranks and does have a set of Gloves of Haste, so it looks like he will be committing to a Midas. And what's Lone Druid looking at here? What's the Bear got? Nothing. 2,300 gold up him. He could be going for a Radiance Rush. It's a great build on Lone Druid. Some say it's the best build still. The issue with it is pulling it off. So if you have the space and you have the farm and you can get away with the Relic first, it's absolutely fabulous. But in most games, you can't really go into it assuming you'll be able to pull off that strategy. Right now, IG just getting completely out-farmed, though. Invoker racking up the last hit, 63 and 19. The leader by a long shot. Lone Druid sitting only at 42, on point with the Faceless Void, who, of course, was solo mid. Smoke. Lin pops forward, throws out the Chrono, connects onto Faith. That'll be a Sunstrike, and Faith will fall. Chuan will use a Telekinesis, pulls him into the tower. Doom comes out, but they don't have the damage here. Another tower shot. Maybe he'll survive. It'll be a close call. Looks like they think he will. Gearing up for the deny. Yep, he's going to be good. Lin lives. And he gets the positive earn charge. So, first Doom from Luo ends up being a little wasted. Does repel the Void, but doesn't really stop him a hell of a lot. Lone Druid seems to be the saving grace for IG right now. He's getting a little bit of free farm in the bottom lane, but will it be enough? The team fight from LGD is scary. Even this Kunkka, he may be support, but he'll have a ghost ship before too long. A lot of damage to dump into the Chronosphere. We've seen Sunstrikes, but Meatballs will become a reality as this game continues on. And of course, we haven't even seen the effect of Ravage quite yet. So, LGD with a ton of team fight potential. They haven't even hit their stride yet, and already with a pretty sizable lead. There's our second Midas out on the Void. So for now, it will be a 2-0 Midas advantage. And Void will be farming up a Storm. Blink Dagger out on the Bat Rider right at that 10-minute mark. Decent timing as he clears out that quad stack there in the jungle. And sharing is caring in the jungle, as they say. Luo just farming up with his friends, hanging on to that ice armor, though not using it. Kind of interesting. This costs 40 mana, but... yeah, YYF is going for the Relic, I think. 3,400 gold up on him. What's Kunkka doing? Has his Arcanes going on. It looks like Rabbit goes straight into the Necro Book here. So Invoker ready for some pushing power. And he'll actually have his level 1 Necro Book before too long. Wait, is that it? Oh, wow. It's... oh, no. Okay, just the 2 core pieces. Needs the recipe still, but... very good farm on this Invoker. Let's take a look at net worth, and yep, the 2 Midas carriers top in the charts by a good margin, 1,000 up over the Lone Druid. Up in the top lane, DD, victim to the first Blink Lasso from the Bat Rider, telekinesis to follow up. That'll be the 3rd kill of the game for IG, finding some momentum, but Chronosphere in the mid. Right onto Luo, Sunstrike will fly through, but the Doom a little bit too tanky. Global Silence comes out, TP in from the Bat Rider. Still Ravage is available here, and I'm not sure if IG really want to press the issue. Rabbit comes in, Cold Snap onto Ferrari, couple of Forged Spirits coming in, takes him down to below half health pretty handily. He will take a few tower shots. Glyph has already been burned. There's your setup, onto Luo. Yao coming in for the Ravage. Will he need to blow it? Yeah, he sure will. Finishes off the Doom, they get the tier 1 tower kill. And LGD continue their momentum. Though in the top tower, Faith chipping at this tower, not a lot of pushing power there. And YYF continuing to farm down in the bottom lane. So it is a 5-man rotation from LGD. There is some space created, and they burn 2 big ultimates, get a tower and the Doom. Still a good trade, but they are giving IG a little bit of a much-needed space. Gold graph still holding steady, about 3,000 gold in the favor of LGD, and experience just about zeroed out. Doom should have his Midas soonish. No, actually, that pickoff really going to slow him down. Casual Gloves of Haste for the foreseeable future here. 12.5 minutes, 400 gold. Yeah, he's not having a Midas anytime soon. Arcane's up on the Tidehunter. And we'll just be pulling for the Blink Dagger. Yeah, a lot riding on the back of this Lone Druid right now. Does YYF have the skills to pay the bills? Time will tell. Relic out on the Bear. So we are looking at probably a 15-minute Radiance. Pretty damn good. Considering IG have been on the back foot this game. Pretty damn good for YYF. There's your level 1 Necro Book out on the Invoker, though, so he will start hitting a little bit harder. More units to move around and start chipping away at those towers. Faith. So smart, so smart.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider, as we've seen. And here's another smoke they'll rotate around. I like this from IG. Moving around, trying to find some pickoffs. Maybe they can get Lin. They've got a Doom ultimate as well, but he time walks away. Oh no, Ferrari, he can't get the lasso. Oh boy. That would have been a pretty big kill right there. They need to slow this Void's momentum down. And Lasso Doom was an easy way to do it. LGD will do a 3-man smoke of their own. They move into the Radiant jungle. Clear out some of these creeps with the Midas, and that will be the level 11 for the Invoker already. 2 level 11 heroes on the Dire side. Of course, it's the Midas carriers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Could be some tier 1 tower exchanging here. LGD grouped up in the bottom, IG up in the top. Glyph will come out on both sides of the coin. And yep, bottom tier 1 will fall for the Radiant, and top tier 1 will probably fall for the Dire. Luo gets caught inside the Chrono. Sunstrike from across the map will connect. Luo will fall. Silence from Faith, but too little, too late. And now Yao will start to get clicked down, but where's the damage? Disruption out on the Bat Rider. DD gets the boat off. The run will help keep him alive. Faith could be in some trouble here. Kunkka still falls. Faith cornered, and he will get chopped down by the anchor. DDC pressing forward, looking for a setup on the Bat Rider, but Bat will make it to the low ground. The Bear doing a lot of work to DDC, but they will bring the Bear down. Druid still standing with about 1,000 gold to spare. So still a little ways off the Radiance. They couldn't finish off the tower, and that really would have been big for the Lone Druid. Oh, Bat Rider, he finds a kill on the Shadow Demon. Sorry about that one, folks. But he will finish him off. Oh, big flame break for the kill snipe. Beautiful. Now Rabbit, he walks up to the high ground. Oh no, he walks right into the lasso. Invoker, no, wrong place at the wrong time. And he will pay for it. Ferrari actually almost takes a spill as well as the Cold Snap Forged Spirits start clicking him down. But there you go. Some recovery for IG. Much needed kills, especially on that Invoker. Chuan will back out, and that's a Mask of Madness out on the Void. So still not hitting too hard, but hitting fast. Great item for the strategy they have going on here. The global presence with the Invoker just gives him that burst of damage he needs to force out those kills inside the Chronosphere. Poor Bear. Radiance is out, though, for YYF. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a bear to complete it, but he does have the recipe. So, that's sort of a sad story for the Lone Druid. But he's hanging in there. Level 2 Necro Book out on the Invoker. So looking at this game more macroscopically, LGD are just in good shape. They have plenty of late game. They've got a 5,000 gold lead, but the experience graph is pretty zeroed out. Still no Hand of Midas on the Radiant side. Doom getting close to it. One more creep kill ought to do it. And we'll see if he picks it up right away. Yep, there it is. So he will go for that farming tool. Both teams have solid late game. Druid, Doom, and Silencer on one side, and then the Dire, you got your Void, you got your Invoker, and you've got your Kunkka to a lesser extent. So both teams not really lacking in carry power. And both teams have a fair bit of pushing power as well. You've got Lone Druid on one side, you've got Exort Invoker with a level 3 Necro Book on the other. So it's a pretty even spread in that sense. No team has a very obvious late game advantage. There's no turtle in the early game, so Naga hits critical mass type strategy. It's going to be all about the momentum in the mid game. And LGD will capitalize on their dire advantage as they finish off Roshan. It will be Invoker who grabs the Aegis. But it'll be all about this mid game momentum. And LGD have the momentum right now. They'll clear out this big stack right here. It looks like 2 Thundered Lizards, some Dragons, and some Golems. A nice quad stack here of Ancients. And Anchor Smash making this whole thing possible. This kill brought to you by Anchor Smash, Tide's new ability. Not new, but amazing ability. 60% damage reduction. What the flux. Force Staff up on the Bat Rider. So he's got a little more utility. Where's the big bad bear? Oh, there he is. There's the Radiance. So Mr. Spirit Bear, he can start farming a little bit more quickly. A big farm accelerator for the Lone Druid. Probably would have liked to have it out just a little bit earlier, but still a very decent timing. Yep, Kunkka support. That's what it's all about. Uh-oh, Bat Rider could get caught here. Throws down a Sentry or a Observer Ward just in the nick of time. Finds CDC, connects with the lasso, pulls him onto the Firefly. Global Silence comes out. They really hate this Shadow Demon. And they'll throw a Flame Break. There we go. Chronosphere comes. He goes for Chuan straight away. Meatball flies down. Boat as well. YYF taking a lot of damage. There's your Ravage. That is some Wombo combo. Secures 2 kills. Faith TP's out. And it will be a 1-for-2 trade. Lone Druid, my friend, I think you need a BKB. Hell, I think everyone on IG needs a BKB this game. That was some impressive womboing. Chronosphere, into the Meatball, into the boat, into the Ravage. How do you handle it, folks? Holy snaps. Holy shnikes. That was ridiculous, dude. That Druid couldn't do anything. He might have a Radiance, but that will not keep you alive through that. BKB is a necessity here. Bat Rider. Just throwing some wards down. Nice lane ward here in the mid. Wants to be a little bit aggressive. Invoker.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
How did he finish off? What? Top tower falls to the Wrath of the Invoker. And it will now be 3-1 in total tower count. So LGD furthering their gold lead now upwards of about 7,500. 3,000 experience. And IG kind of hanging in there, but LGD just with some serious map control here. Wumbo. Chuan pulling up for that Blink Dagger. Actually pretty close to it. About 1,900 gold up on him. How's Faith looking? Working on some power treads. Not so great in the farm department. Doom, same story, different chapter. I think pulling up for that Blink Dagger. Has the Hand of Midas already. And by already, I mean has it. YYF still not finding too much farm. Only about 1,000 gold up on him. These dire Hands of Midas, though. I don't know how they're going to deal with this Invoker. His farm is getting out of control. 12k on net worth compared to the 7k of the Lone Druid. DDC once again gets initiated upon. Lasso. Tide coming in. Doesn't have a Ravage this time, but will have a Gush available. Gets off the defensive disruption. DDC could still fall. Nope, not enough damage. Even the Curse of the Silent doesn't do it. It's another wasted lasso. Sad story for Ferrari here. There's your Blink Dagger out on Chuan. So he now has some more initiation power. What's he stolen here? Oh, he actually has a Chronosphere. Okay. Chronosphere, not really your ideal ability to spare or to steal because it doesn't work on Void. Void does not discriminate when it comes to Chronospheres, and he will still be cruising around like crazy. So it's okay, you can still use it to pick up kills here and there, but not quite the same as stealing a Ravage or a boat or something like that. Hell, even stealing a meatball. Luo did go for the Blink Dagger now. He is level 11. So long-range initiation for IG. I think they just have to be the initiators. If Luo can blink in, catch the Void with a Doom, catch the Invoker with a Doom, then I think IG really have a good chance at taking these team fights. But if LGD get the jump on them like they did up here in this top skirmish, with the Chronosphere to start things off, it's just an easy kill to get things started. Oh, they think it's real. They really showed that illusion. Oh, nice bait with the illusions. So now LGD, they will group up and push here. This is a 5-man rotation towards the bottom lane. Force Staff is up on the Invoker, so he's now a little bit more mobile. They really just want to make use of this Aegis, but going down in about 50 seconds time, they will either have to nuke down this tower or just be wary of it. Not to overcommit, knowing that Rabbit doesn't have 2 lives. Chuan poking forward here, just harassing with the Fade Bolt. Say goodbye to your damage. The Druid pressing the top lane as well. Could be a tier 2 for tier 2 exchange. Both sides popping the glyph. But LGD, they do have the superior pushing power. Bear goes back in. They do get the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, so it is at least a 1-for-1 tower trade. TP up towards the top lane. It is going to be Rabbit on the Invoker. But Batrider hiding in the trees. Trying to use the Druid to bait it out. They could go for a potential kill here on the Invoker. But nope. They reckon support is inbound. They won't go for it. Oh, Luo ports or blinks back just in the nick of time. Lin on his way in with a Time Walk Chrono available. And they will back out. Rabbit's Aegis just about to expire. Perhaps that's what they were waiting for. It'll pop out of the inventory. Here we go. Blink forward. Lasso onto Rabbit. The Bear coming in. Even using the Doom for this. They want this Invoker. And they will get it. Lone Druid scores the last hit. In comes Lin. Few time locks on the Spirit Bear. Might be able to find a kill here, but taking some decent damage. Whoa, there's the Ravage from Yao. But the follow-up damage just isn't there. Silence comes out. YYF taking heavy damage, but oh, the Entangle. That buys him some much-needed time. Is it enough to survive? It's not looking like it. Time Walk, and the Anchor Smash to finish him off.
Your page in history is...
Luo, what are you doing, man? Cutting the creep wave. Well, trade the Lone Druid for the Invoker. Not the best trade for IG. It was a much-needed kill on the Invoker, but still, they need this Lone Druid to be huge. He is still their leading farmer, but he just hasn't really found a hell of a lot. I don't know what's on his bear while he's in the grave, but we'll see when he pops back up. Hopefully he's bought something since the Radiance, or else his progression has just been dumpster tier. Chuan steals himself an Anchor Smash. Ain't no Ravage, but he'll take it. Silencer level 9. Only 6 stolen int, but this is one of the reasons that Silencer can be a good position for, because if this game drags on, goes to 45, 60 minutes, he'll eventually start to kind of come online. Once he gets more stolen int, once he gets those core items, he will start hitting hard eventually. He is one of those late game heroes, and also one of the reasons why position 1 Silencer is viable. It's really the Ags upgrade that makes it possible, but still. Just food for thought here, as this game does seem to have a pretty slow pace to it. Maybe not as slow as last game, but pretty similar. Luo appears to be going for a Shivas on the Doombringer. No big surprise there. Plate Mail the first pickup. And uh-oh, Chronosphere completely whiffed. PGG playing the Void here. How unfortunate. Sad story. That is the saddest faceless Void I've ever seen. Look at this guy. That is the look of a, oh, fucked up kind of Void. Shit happens though. With the Blink Dagger on Doom, great reaction. And of course he survives. So well played by Luo, have to admit. Uh-oh, down in the bottom lane. Oh god. Silencer just gets picked off. The Blink Dagger's a bit too much for him. Ah, Force Staff on the Kunkka as well. Interesting. Arcane straight into Force Staff. Uh-oh, now Void hops forward, right onto Luo. Doom ultimate comes out. There's no Chronosphere though, so I don't know if that Doom was totally warranted. But still, it will repel Lyn, stops him from time walking forward, and it will just be a dead silencer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so YYF has picked up a Hyperstone, and now has another 1800. So well on his way to an Assault Kuros. That's good. His farm's not too shabby. Slowly closing the gap to the Void, but still has a ways to go before catching up to that Invoker. Ooh, down bottom. The boat flies. Uh-oh. Wow. Just wow. Kunkka mixed with an Exort Invoker. It's just ridiculous. X, Torrent, Boat with a Sunstrike to boot. What do you do? Chuan was just like, oh man. I just have to take it. Once you get X'd back, I mean, BKB is like the only thing that stops that. That's just demolition. Yeah, I think BKB is the name of the game here for IG. And they don't seem to agree. No BKB is underway. There will actually be Void's second item. He's picked up a Ag Scepter already and going into the BKB. With that LGD, we'll move into the Roche pit. And will be another uncontested Roche. It's his second Roche here at the 27-minute mark.
Roshan has
And they hand the Aegis over to Invoker. Lone Druid does secure the top tier 2 tower kill. So his farm steadily increasing here, now up to 3,200 gold. Very close to the Assault Kuros, which of course is a pretty big item pickup. Uh-oh, they find Ferrari. Void looking for the Chrono. Oh, nice silence from the Silencer. Invisibility rune from the Bat Rider will keep him alive. They're pinging out like crazy, but they can't find him. Lincoln Sphere comes out onto the Invoker, so going utility / survivability based here. Level 3 Necro Book, Force Staff, and Lincoln's. There is a fair bit of single target, so just wants to make sure he doesn't get caught with his pants around his ankles. Two big item pickups here. Blink Dagger on the Shadow Demon, long range initiation. And there's your BKB on the Void. Coming out on the Courier now, but Magic Immunity is upon us. A little Penguin bringing it over now. So Ferrari just scouting things out here. YYF pressuring the top lane and actually has pretty good lane positioning. He will be able to chip at this tower. Tier 2 in the mid under heavy pressure from LGD as IG do group up. Shiva's complete on the Doom, and also the Lone Druid has his Assault Kuros whenever he heads back to the base. Uh-oh, whoa, there you go. Blink Lasso initiation onto the Void, but the Blink defensive disruption keeps Lyn safe and sound. Tier 2 tower falls, and the Druid just does nothing to that top tower. Gets completely repelled by the Kunkka.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
end of the day, IG just give up a free Tier 2 tower. Assault Kuros online, so now the Druid hits harder, he hits faster. And of course has some more armor for the team. Chuan will TP home.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's get to the gold graph here. Holding steady, but about a 7,500 gold lead, 5,000 experience. Not insurmountable, but teetering on the edge of ridiculousness. Oh, look at that Immortal Mace. LGD in a commanding position here, but as we saw in the last game, breaking the high ground is the true test of your power. And easier said than done. Not the best turtle lineup from IG, but not the easiest lineup to push into either. Now YYF, just farm it up in the mid lane. Hungry for some blood here, gang.
Dire's middle tower
Wow,
is under
3,000 gold up on Rabbit.
Dire's structures
Mid tier
are
2 taking
fortified.
pretty heavy damage from the Bear. No tier 2 standing in the bottom lane, but LGD could be looking to break high ground here. They do have everything up. Boat, Ravage, Chrono, Sunstrike, Aegis, Necro Book in 4 seconds.
Dire's middle tower
What more could they
has
be looking
fallen.
for? Tier 2 in the mid will fall. Ferrari laying down the flames to get things
Dire's
started here
middle
with the
tower is
Firefly.
under attack.
Doom Illusion will help kite the creeps, buy them a little bit of time. Decent hold by the Batrider so far. The Druid actually does more than half damage to the tier 3 tower in the mid lane. Lin throws a Chronosphere just for the bear.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he'll get it. Worth it for 300 gold, I suppose, but just a bear. I don't know. 300 gold bear for that much damage on a tier 3 tower? I think YYF will be okay with that. I think he'll be able to sleep tonight. And this is what's scary about the Lone Druid, just how crippling he can be to structures. This is definitely one of these games where LGD are in good shape, but until they break high ground, I think IG are still well in this game. Lone Druid has that baseline of farm now where he can just truck structures. And even if they go for some trades, base race style, that Lone Druid is not someone you really want to race with. Oh, in the mid. They'll find Lin. Blink Lasso. Doom popped. Even the Global Silence used here as well. Shivas, everything else under the sun. They end the mega kill streak, and it is Luo that takes home that 750 bonus gold. Now Rabbit coming forward, looking for the tornado, but will be off the mark. And a great pickoff for IG. Some much-needed gold going their way, and who better than the Doom? Well, I guess the Lone Druid will be better, but Doom gets a nice gold pick-me-up there. YYF up in the top lane, pressuring in. Meanwhile, the rest of LGD kind of looking to pursue into the Radiant secret shop. They will ping out the Druid, and YYF will start to back out here. He will press forward with the bear and continue pushing in the lane, but yeah, he'll be just fine. $4,000 gold up on the Invoker. We'll see where he wants to go next. His Aegis is just about to expire 60 seconds from now, so he will have an open item slot. Shadow Demon has now picked up a Gem of True Sight. Was actually Mr. Kunkka that picked it up, but he is the carrier at present. And looks like Tide working on a refresher. Has the mech already. Bolivian staff is up, just looking for that Perseverance and Recipe, and we'll be looking at a double Ravage. Yule's now out on the Batrider as well, get a little bit of movement speed, a nice reset tool. Looks like Lin will be their target of choice once again, but I don't think they have the damage to bring him down in just a lasso. Do they have a Doom? 10 seconds. Maybe they can do it here. He does have the toughness aura. Look at all this armor from Doom. 25 armor. Wowza. There's your time walk back. This could be your opening. Blink forward. Lasso from Ferrari. Pulls him to the low ground. Doom pops the ultimate as well. Shivas comes out. There's your level death. And that's another pick on the void. Beautifully done. Meanwhile, in the top lane, YYF in trouble. Ravage comes out. Boat flies through. They will find a kill on the Druid. And both position ones fall in opposite lanes. Really an even trade from both sides. Pretty equal amount of cooldowns expended. Boat and Ravage on one side. And you've got Lasso Doom on the other. Dead even. The only outlier, or disparity if you will, IG get the tier 1 tower and maybe the tier 2 here in the bottom lane. Shiva's popped to help clear up the creep wave, but they see the TP's out and they will retreat. So tower kill for IG gives them a little gold boost, and I think a good trade for them on that front. Closing the gold gap a little bit here. TPs get interrupted. Actually canceled by the Batrider, but he's okay. Oh, you mud golems. You muddy fucks. But look at that, 2,500 golden experience. IG are doing it. They're closing the gap. And still well in this game. Chuan, where is he finding this farm? He's got an Ag Scepter up on Rubik here to go with his Blink Dagger. Of course, you get the Ags upgrade on whatever you steal, but more importantly, you get the reduced cooldown and the increased cast. Look at the cast range on this Maw. You might actually have a chance at stealing a Ravage when you have the upgraded spell steal. Ferrari gets Sunstruck here, taking out some wards, but that's okay. He'll live with it. Faith, look at this. He goes back for the Hand of Midas. This will be a tertiary carry silencer. I love this. Recovery Midas. And, whoa, again, the Chrono just for the bear. And this time they won't even be able to bring it down. That's another whiffed Chrono. Oh, daddy. It's not good. It's a disaster.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, IG are really starting to regain some momentum here. Invoker's farming well, but he just doesn't seem to be doing much with the farm. He's got 6,000 gold just sitting around. If you subtract the gold he has sitting in the bank, he's about on par with the Druid. And of course, you can't just take, that's not the best math, but I mean, what's Invoker going to do with this 6,000 gold? He's gone this kind of odd utility build, and they've knocked down the outer towers, but I think he really needs a scythe, and he may just go pick one up right now. Yeah, there's your Mystic Staff. So the scythe will be a big item pickup for LGD. He does have the gold for it. He will be caught without buyback, but still the scythe is pretty huge. Silencer will be working towards an Ags, has the point booster, and will eventually be grabbing the power treads there. But like I mentioned in the draft, it's pretty big. It does a lot of damage. You get a lot of utility and a lot of damage from the Curse of the Silent out of it. YYF, how you looking, buddy? 3,600 gold up on him. Hasn't picked up anything since the AC, but farming like a madman. Rubik, what did he steal? Oh, he's got the Chrono. Yep, I saw someone in chat mentioning makes no difference with the Ags. It's already upgraded because of the Void. When Rubik steals spells, if the opponent he steals from has an Ags, you do get the Ags upgrade. Or you can just get an Ags yourself and force the upgrade. Potato and Tomato get picked off. How sad. Sad story. But yeah, Scythe is up on the Invoker. Putting some points in Wex now. So, getting some of that good stuff here. Ooh, the disarm duration. BOT's up on the Bat Rider. Chuan still just farming away. Luo, he now has a full BKB. Fresh 10 seconds. He's farming quite well. Faith did finish up the power treads. 2,000 away from his Ags. And YYF still hasn't bought anything. But there's a Blink Dagger on the Kunkka. How many blinks? This has been the series of blinks. 6 Blink Daggers in this game. 5 in the last. It's something like 8 in the first game. Everybody and their mothers going Blink Dagger. Oh, wait, no, this is game 2. Oh, well, there were a lot of blinks in the series I casted earlier. Blink Daggers galore. Positioning tools. Name of the game. I'm getting a little loopy here, guys. IG grouping up about the top lane. Ferrari, Invisibility Rune on. They're looking for the jump. Maybe they can grab Lin once again. He's now going hard carry mode. Crystallis online. Still with a 10-second BKB. On the old Faceless. There's your next item on the Druid. It's a Basher. So looking for that additional RNG to go with the Tangles. And of course he will probably upgrade that. I hate when I do that. I say of course and then I think about what I'm saying and go, no, it's not of course. Then I say probably and then you have that oxymoron of course he's probably gonna... Such a stupid thing to say. He's probably gonna get an Abyssal Blade at some point. But third Roche. He's respawned. LGD move into the pit and I think it'll be uncontested. This will be, of course, Aegis and Cheese. And this is a little bit scary for IG. And they have the dire advantage and just such a good team for the Roche pit. You don't want to take a fight here. That's the easiest Ravage, Meatball, bullshit, everything combo on your whole team that you're going to find. Not surprised to see them not going for the pit. And what's with the ... dots? I don't get it. Did the cheese get denied? Nope. Tidehunter picked up the cheese. Aegis, not denied. It's sitting there on the Invoker. I'm not sure what he was dotting. Did Chuan do something cheeky? He stole a ghost ship. This hero has no upgrade. I like that. That's funny. I like that it doesn't say this spell. It just says this hero. This hero has no upgrade. Like, yeah, I know what it means, but it's just a funny way to put it out. Like, sorry, Kunkka, but you have no upgrades. There is no way to upgrade your Kunkka. Should really say this hero's ultimate has no upgrade, but splitting hairs here. So YYF, he has really closed the gap. He's now 1,500 gold behind the Faceless Void. And that is actually a bit scary. There was a huge gap earlier, and now even this Doom, he's catching up, man. He's only 100 gold behind this this Druid here. And how's the Doom's item progression? Another 3,000 gold since he picked up the BKB. He's just farming like a madman. LGD had so much momentum earlier on in this game, but I feel like they're giving IG the space they need to get back here. Like, if they sit back and just let this Silencer farm up an Ags, this next teamfight's going to be rough. And they're actually about to do that. 400 gold away. Sunstrike, off the mark. I mean, Ags cheese is great, but you got to do something with it. And LGD had so much momentum, they took all these great teamfights, and all of a sudden Void just started missing Chronospheres. He's missed 3 or 4 this game. And since then, they've just really slowed down. They've lost a lot of that momentum, and IG are slowly clawing their way back into this game, and Not even really that slowly. Golden experience graphs, somewhat negligible at this point. Pretty zeroed out. Kunkka just farming up the creeps. He has arcane boots, so I guess he can be a little more liberal with that mana. Now there is a refresher up on Tide. Always a big item pickup. Bat Rider just cruising on through. Jeez. Playing with fire there, Ferrari. The risky plays, but he'll survive. It's okay. The big item out for Yao, though. And he's got the mana pool to support it. I don't think he has the mana pool to support all of it plus the mech, but that's alright. Does have a cheese available, so that makes things a little easier for at least that first rotation. But yeah, I see some of y'all talking in chat, and I completely agree. LGD need to do something. They need to push. Sitting back and farming is really helping IG right now. Like I said, they were far behind. Their silencer had nothing. Their carries were lackluster, and now the Lone Druid is more than online. I don't know where's the bear. Where's your spirit bear? Oh, here he is. Basher. And another 3,400 gold. Doom, what's he picked up now? 2,200 up on him. There's got to be something on this courier. That's a perseverance. Looks like Luo is going for the refresher. And that is now an Ags complete on the silencer. Keep an eye on Faith in this next team fight. He may have the upgraded ultimate by that time, but 6 seconds of silence. And you get a Curse of the Silent on every hero. It does a lot of damage. Rubik with the stolen boat. Throws it out onto the mud golems. Oh, God. Now Chuan. He gets hexed. Sunstrike will be off the money. IG, they don't want to fight this. The rest of the team says, sorry, Chuan. We'll see you later. He's still on the run. Disruption now. Will he be able to blink out of this? No, he won't. And Chuan will fall. They'll leave him high and dry. And he gets caught out in the Radiant Jungle. A little bit surprised IG didn't try to take a fight there, but I guess they figure they're better off cutting their losses. No Ravage used, no boat used, no Chrono used. That cost LGD basically nothing. A couple of mana points, but none of the big cooldowns. And now they're free to just chip at the base. But of course they won't do that. They will back out and just go back to farming. They want to repel the push from the Lone Druid in the top lane. Admirable. But here we go. DD gets initiated on. Luo hops forward, uses the Doom. Bear will chop him down. That's a kill on the Kunkka. Now, in comes Yao. Gets off the first Ravage. Will have the refresher, but silence comes out. Curse of the Silent flying through as well. The Bear doing a lot of damage, but YYF the target of choice, and he will fall. Not the trade IG we're looking for. And just not enough damage. The Doom blinks into the trees. He'll have to TP home. So LGD still hanging in there, but all IG are trying to do right now is buy time. And that's exactly what they did with that fight. They pick off the Kunkka, trade the Lone Druid. But what did they get out of it? LGD backed up into the dire jungle. They're stopping LGD from pushing up the high ground here. And that's all IG need. They need time. They need time for their carries. They had critical mass. This Lone Druid to get 12 slotted. This silencer to steal more int and become a nasty, nasty silencer. Buck nasty, if you will. So IG still hanging in there. I think LGD still have a pretty good chance, but they're still pretty far away from sealing the deal. Luo will intercept the creep wave. He's going to TP out, and whoa, a close call. He almost got X'd right there, and that's a fail boat. No line from the Kunkka? All right. That was unfortunate, though. Lin has a Daedalus up now, so this Void is starting to hit hard. Aegis will be reclaimed, and again, LGD have gotten all 3 Roshes, but every single Aegis is despawned. I don't know why they're not more aggressive. When you have Aegis cheese, man, you can just shove into towers. Ferrari hops forward. He finds the Tide, but will they be able to bring him down? Doom goes out the ultimate. Shivas flies as well. Doom does fall. I mean, pardon me, Tidehunter falls. Now around the backside. Lin isolates the Bat Rider. Secures a kill on that front. Around the other side. Nope, just a 1-for-1 for now. BKB Void will hop back to safety, and that's where we'll end it. Will be a 1-for-1. Bat Rider for the Tide. So, not a bad little skirmish there. Again, all IG need to do is stall. That's all they need right now. They don't have the huge late game carry advantage, but the longer this game goes on, the closer the Lone Druid comes to overtaking the Void's farm, the closer the Doom comes to overtaking his farm as well, and the better their chances overall. If this Doom can get an Ags refresher coming out, scary, scary stuff. Same with the Silencer. If he can get a refresher, oh, God. That's scary stuff. I don't know what's going on with that drop to Midas. I'm not sure why they pinged that out. Did the Druid lose? No, he never had a Midas. Let's take a look here. The Doom? Nope, he still got his Midas. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. But Invoker, he gets initiated on. Stolen Chrono from the Rubik. They'll go in onto Rabbit. Support is inbound, but they're not there quite yet. BKB popped by Doom. They need this kill on Rabbit. Oh, they get the roots. There you go. Lin pops forward now. Silence comes out, but Chuan stuck inside the bubble. He will take a tumble. Nothing they can do about it. Sunstrike flies. Oh, flying onto Faith, but won't connect. Druid ports out, leaves his bear behind, pops the BKB on the bear. That's a 10-second BKB charge. Has to keep him alive. Druid doesn't have a resummon for another 20 seconds. Interesting BKB usage. But that's a buyback from the Invoker. So they get a kill on the Invoker, trade their Rubik, then force out a buyback. That is actually big. Say goodbye to your item progression, Rabbit. 2.8k gold still has a decent amount of farm, but oh, Ferrari. What are you doing, you cheeky devil? IG, looks like they may go for a base push. Looking for a courier? What are you doing here, sneaky dog? Oh, Luo. He's about to get sandwiched. Nothing like a little Doom in the evening. He's got a haste rune, but could work against him. Oh, no. There's the Hex to get things started. Haste rune. Buying him some time. Caught inside the tornado. Void coming forward. And, oh, Luo. That's a Chronosphere for good measure. A big crit. And Doom will fall. Bat Rider just having a holiday here. Maybe he had to hop up and use the bathroom. I don't know what's going on, but he will BOT out. And, yeah, that's it. I guess looking for a stray pickoff? I don't know. So, Doom gets picked off, but again, nothing too crazy. Look at this gold graph. Holding steady. LGD can't take an edge. There is a ward down here, but no. See you later. Shadow Demon with his gem will be able to take it down. Fourth Roche, now up here at the 47-minute mark. Maybe this will be the Roche that IG want to contest. Still just so difficult for him. Anytime the Ravage is up, even not the double Ravage, just a single Ravage, makes contesting Roche so difficult. DDC working on his BKB, not too far off the recipe. Fourth Roche, this will be uncontested. IG, first of all, don't have any wards down, so they have no clue, but even if they had a clue, they don't seem interested. Roche number 4.
Roshan has fallen to the diet.
Now remember, historically speaking throughout this match, LGD have had Roche control, but it's done next to nothing for them. A little bit of extra golden experience, but so far they've not used the Aegis to any avail. Uh-oh. That's just a Spirit Bear. Chronosphere for the Spirit Bear? Okay. With the Ags upgrade, you can afford to do it. It's just such a short cooldown. Tied now with the double cheese. So they haven't even used the first cheese yet. Uh-oh, Rabbit finds initiation onto YYF. This could be big. Alacrity comes out, but the support isn't inbound. Global comes out from the silencer. YYF still on the run, but Doom hops over. Ultimate out onto Rabbit. There's your entangle. Defensive disruption. Rabbit may still survive. Luo just BKB TP's home. He keeps the Druid alive, though, and that's what's important. Refresher now up on the Doombringer. But Void, he will pick up the Butterfly. So Void not only hitting hard and fast, but also more elusive. They don't have much to deal with the evasion. By much, I mean they don't have anything. No hexes. No MKBs. And that means Void going to be dodging up a storm. This bear doesn't have an MKB, does he? Nope. BKB, Basher, Radiance, Assault Karas. The Druid's getting big, but is he big enough? That is the question. More warding action being traded about here. There is a gem up on the Bat Rider. But we're back in stalemate game. Buckle your seatbelts, gang. We're in for the long haul. BKB up on the Shadow Demon now. Refresher, refresher. Blinks aplenty. BKB on Tide now. BKB's everywhere. You know, it's funny. I said IG were the ones that need the BKBs this game, but they've only got one. It's just Luo who's farmed one up. LGD, they're the ones with the mass BKBs now. They've got 2 out onto the field already, and Kunkka is pretty darn close to one. Just about 900,000 gold or so. Yep, 1,000 gold away. Haste rune up on the Invoker. Another almost 5,000 gold on him. Last thing he picked up was the Hex, and he has been very slow with actually spending his money. He's headed down bottom. Looks like he wants to pick on Chuan once further. But now blink forward from Luo. Oh, no. If only they had some detection. They ping out the Bat Rider. He's the gem carrier, so as long as Rabbit doesn't walk too close to the bat, he'll be just fine, though. Of course, they do see the Ghost Walk, I don't even know what that's called. The Ghost Walk thing. The debuff, the slow. I don't know what the hell it's called. The Ghost Walk debuff. Slow and steady, as they say. Silencer, 3,100 gold up on him. He could be well on his way to a refresher. Maybe we'll see Oblivion Staff here. Nope, he'll just hold on to his money. Can you imagine if you collected interest in Dota? How that would affect the meta? I think it would be awful, but it would be interesting. Rubik's got a BKB. There you go. Bear has a BKB. Oh, I forgot about the Bear's BKB. So it's 2 BKBs. But yeah, Bear has some magic immunity. Smoke from LGD. They'll rotate through, moving about the Radiant Jungle. They are looking for a catch here, but they won't find anyone. Closest they'll come is the Bat Rider here in the bottom lane, but he is tucked deep into the trees, and I don't think they'll find him. Still have a fair bit of time on the Aegis, maybe about a minute and a half or so, but it looks like this one may expire once again. The Cheese Collector here, Mr. Tide Hunter. You never know, we'll see how many cheeses he can get. Maybe this will be a 3 cheese kind of game. Just keep killing Roche. Honestly, I foresee it as being a likely scenario. We're 52 minutes in, and there is no sign of this game ending anytime soon. IG are happy to turtle up and find some more recovery farm. Nipping at the heels of that Void. There's your BKB on Kunkka. I swear to God, this next team fight is just going to be everyone pops their BKBs, looks at each other, and runs away because they can't kill anyone. There's a couple fresh 10-second BKBs that haven't been used. Doom is down to 7. And I think the Bear is down to 9. Is that right? Oh, down to 8. He actually just used it recently. Oh, interesting. Rubik steals himself an Anchor Smash. Yeah, not particularly helpful here. And Bat Rider. What is he doing? Okay, putting a ward down in the base. There you go. Nice base ward there. Gives you some decent vision. Hit the F2. Yeah, a lot of intel into the base. You can see who's where, who's defending. If you do want to try to break high ground, that ward really does come in handy. But Aegis reclaimed in 30 seconds. That is 4 out of 4 Aegises this game. What is the plural of Aegis? Agi? 4 Agi? All expired. It's a cheese game. Yeah, I mean, they can't even use the Aegis. They can't find the opening. One thing that IG is really good at is being elusive. Sort of that Cloud9 style. They decide when they want to fight. Guys, look at that cheese. Come on. Uh-oh, Chrono. Chrono up in the top lane. The Bear. Oh, no. Spirit Bear. Well, he gets juiced. He does have a Demon Edge now. Looks like he will be working towards a MKB, but I think the Bear has died more than any heroes in the last 30 minutes or so. That poor Bear. A Chuan Rapier? Yeah, I guess that could be a reality. Uh-oh. Rabbit. He may find a Chuan. There's your Hex. There's your Necro level 3. Chuan pops his BKB. Does have a TP scroll. Needs to find a spot to fog, though, or he'll just get run down. Well, he's going to get run down either way. You got to do something, Chuan. Nope, he'll just pop the BKB and run in circles. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Silence comes out. Luo on the front lines. They'll lock down Lin. That's a dead Void. They might have a chance here. Kunkka pops his BKB, but he'll get chased down. The Bear is huge. Literally, figuratively, and everything else. Bat Rider now around the backside. Still has a lasso. May jump onto Yao. Flame Break pushes him a little bit further. Blink forward. Lasso. No Firefly, but catches him. Demonic Purge comes out from DDC. Slows down Ferrari, but the rest of the team is inbound. DDC in trouble. Ravage, number 1. Yao gets doomed. Can't refresh or Ravage for a second time. Buyback status. It is available, but they won't use it. Tide falls. Now they'll press forward. Rabbit on the run. Throws out a tornado. Hits everyone. And he will be safe. Huge team fight for IG. It's a 1 for 3 in the top lane, and they lost old Ruby Tuesday down in the bottom. So across the map, it's a 2 for 3. No buybacks expended, but a huge kill on the Void. The bear just chopped him down. MKB up on Boo Boo, aka Spirit Bear. Damn, this bear is a machine. Beast Man. Beast Man, Strong Man. Rabbit, Ghost walking up on the high ground. Okay, he'll be okay. Whoa, look at that Roche respawn. That is a fast Roche. And this could be huge for IG. Do they scout it out? Luo finds it. This is 5th Roche. They ping it. They can actually do this. Void may need to buy back here. Tide may need to buy back as well. He does have a refresher. This game's so intense, I'm developing a cough. Hold on. He can't use the cheese because he was doomed. Oh, no. The cheese collector. Here we go. First Roche for IG.
Roshan
Aegis of the Immortal goes to the Druid. And cheese, where is it? Who got the yummy, yummy cheese? It's the Druid. He gets both. Oh, wow. IYF. He gets both. High priority. I'm surprised Void and Tide did not buy back for that. Not that LGD have been utilizing their Roche victories well this game, but not even so. You can get a 3rd cheese on Tide. More so. More so that you can just deny them from getting cheese Aegis. Because there's your refresher on Faith. And this is where Silencer gets nasty. I'm talking nasty, nasty. Oh, God. Guys, I'm not sure LGD can do this. 5,000 gold, 6,000 experience. Negligible here as we approach the 60-minute mark. LGD had so much momentum, but they're throwing it away. And now they seem a little demoralized. They're back. They're playing passive. They're just trying to farm, but to what avail? IG are winning because they've had so much space to farm. Maybe winning is an overstatement, but they're regaining momentum because they've had so much space to farm. BKB now picked up by Rabbit. Yao still holding on to his cheeses. 9-second BKB on him. And Lin, what's his BKB down to? 8 seconds. They sell all these long duration BKBs. They're not even fighting. Oh, man. Alright, I'm back. Oh, sorry to the people in Dota TV, man. I muted my mic to cough out the schmutz in my throat, but just realized Dota TV was just serenaded by what sounded like a chain smoker hacking up a lung. Ugh. Woo. Alright, we're back, baby. So, slow and steady wins the race. That is the name of the game here. Refresher up on Doom. Let's just hit the all F5, see what's going on. 3 refreshers in this game. Going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BKBs. Everyone on LGD has a BKB. The only members of the non-BKB club are Bat Rider and Silencer. And Bat Rider, he can almost afford one. He's got 3,500 gold. So I'm not sure what the deal is with this pause here, but something Chinese. Alright, here we go. Smoke from IG in the mid lane. And they will press forward. I can't shake whatever it is that's tickling my throat here. That sounded really gay. Oh, God. Ah, good thing I've got a nice, delicious cup of the freshest water LA has to offer. All right, smoke rotation from IG. Where are they going here? Looks like they will rotate bottom, and they want this tier 2 tower. It is the last outer tower remaining in the game, for that matter. Yeah, this Midas on the Silencer has really paid dividends. He's now carrying the cheese. They have handed it over. So that's good. He is pretty instrumental here. With the refresher, oh god, the double global. It's just dirty. Bat Rider hops forward, finds Yao. Great target. There's your silence. Doom pops forward as well. Doom out on Lin. Team fight breaking out. No one dead quite yet. Yao the target of choice though. The double silence is just too much. Void in trouble. He will be the first to take the tumble. Down he goes. Instant buyback from the Void. Stolen boat flies through. Finishes off DD. That's a 2 for nil. No, they'll finish off Luo. Make it a 2 for 1. Remember, Void's back in the party. Faith coming in. He's blown his entire load. Both of his ults are down. He needs to back out now. Luo's still alive with the double Ravage available. They couldn't bring him down. There's your first Ravage. Refresher. Not burned yet. Chuan left behind. There's a Void, but it's a whiffed Chrono. YYF, he'll just TP out, and it ends as a 2 for 2 exchange with the buyback from Void. So a 2 for 3. IG still find the better of it. Well, buyback from the Shadow Demon, and now LGD, they will press forward. They want high ground here. Looking at the Radiant side, Doom does have a buyback. Nope, Rubik 30 gold short. Oh gosh. But Kunkka's down. Doom may need to burn the buyback here. He does not have a Doom or a Refresher. This could be rough. Bear still alive. Lin hops forward. No Chrono available. Going straight onto Ferrari. Rabbit joining him. He'll fall. Now they're going in onto Yao. Buyback from the Doom. There's your first Ravage. Faith gets stunned up. They don't have the big cooldowns. Buyback from Ferrari as well. Catches one in the lasso. Defensive disruption will help keep Lin alive. Time walk back. He does have a Chrono refreshed. Now Faith going blow for blow with Yao. Faith will win the man fight. No, the cheese. Oh god, the cheese. Cheese number 1. No, that was cheese number 2. This tied. He's sucking down the regeneration left and right. Now outside the base. Chronosphere comes out onto Luo. Buyback from the silencer now. What's the rate on the ultimate? Oh my god, 20 seconds still. IG, they're out of the base. Rabbit will fall. IG might be able to do this. Faith, right-clicking like mad. Lin taking heavy damage. The Bear will hit him down. Roots, they get it. Void's down. Now Rabbit in trouble. Instant buyback from the Invoker if he comes back now. Or if he dies now. This is a dieback. This is huge. LGD on the back foot. This could be what IG's been waiting for the last 60 minutes. They're on the run. Tornado from Rabbit. Slows him down, but Chuan in hot pursuit. There's the global. Curse of the Silent doing serious damage. Rabbit in big trouble. He's going to be down for a long time if he falls here. There's the boat from Kunkka. Everything's refreshing now. Bat Rider can't find any initiation. LG will walk away relatively unscathed. All 4 still alive. Void stuck in the well for 90 seconds. No buyback available here. What can IG do? They still have the Aegis on the Druid. At the very least, they can go for this tier 2. But wow, a lot of buybacks burned there. Let's see if we can digest some of it. Silencer, Void, Bat Rider, Shadow Demon, and Invoker. All with buybacks on cooldown now. Druid and Tide, the only 2 with it available. That's a refresher on the Invoker now. That is our 4th refresher this game. Shit is going haywire, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dota. Ferrari, caught by the X. He gets gushed. He will fall. That's a dead Bat Rider. Already burned his buyback. He's down for 90 seconds. That was unnecessary and not worth it. He got a ward down, but not worth. Radiant will get that tier 2 tower, so that is the last outer tower gone down. And now IG need to make the retreat. Courier, he'll fall. It's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. What could be the end of the world is if they get picked off here. YYF, still with the Aegis. What's the time left on it? Expiring soon. Here we go. Fight about to break out. Rabbit in the front lines. Throws down the ice path. YYF taking a lot of damage, but there's your global silence. Rabbit! He's down! Oh no, this is bad news bears for LGD. Now DDC in trouble. Pops his BKB, but he's slowed into oblivion. In comes the Tide. He pops the Rabbit. Shadow Demon still falls, but Tide's all by his lonesome. Where's the support? Oh no, Tide's left all alone. His trousers around his ankles. He's dead. DD. Now the only one left alive. He'll force staff away, but this could be it. IG, they could go for the death push here. Invoker, Tide, and Shadow Demon, all caught without buyback. No, wait, I lied. Tide has the buyback available. But the big one is Rabbit. He's down, and he's not coming back up. Wow. LGD, biting off more than they can chew right there. No reason to press up that far. It's not over quite yet, but yeah, LGD are going to be hard-pressed to survive this one. Even if the Tide buys back. He has 1 Ravage. That's it. No refresher. Kunkka will have a ghost ship available. And Lin, he's ready with a Chrono. But it's going to be a 5 versus 3 on the field. Tide will be forced to buy back here.
Middle tower is under
Ferrari pressing in forward. He finds DD. Now Lin comes forward. There's your Chronosphere. That'll be enough to finish off Ferrari. BKB pops. Luo pressing forward.
Dire's middle tower
And Void will repel for now. Mid tier 3 tower does go down, so IG gets something out of it. They do force the buyback from Tide. Luo will get X. Boat flying through. That's a stolen Chrono. DD just getting chopped down. Faith from outside the Chronosphere doing a lot of damage. Now Lin on the run. There's the Ravage. Lin going back in. They want Luo. Will they be able to bring him down? They've got the damage. Doom falls. That's a stolen Ravage from Chuan. They can turn this around. Now Lin falls. LGD on their last leg. Tide moving back to the base. And Shadow Demon. The only two left alive. No buybacks available on either. If they go down, this will be game. DDC, he falls. Tide trying to make his way back to the well. YYF with the body blocks. Even if Tide survives, no Ravage, no Refresher. That should be game. I think IG have done it. YYF down in the bottom lane. He will clear out that tier 3. Chuan slowly but surely chipping at the melees. And does he have another bear summon? Yeah, he sure does. Not over quite yet. Invoker will respawn. Yao coming out. Refresher up in 30 seconds. They want YYF. He's got no Aegis. He will get hexed. Another bear comes back. BKB popped by both. Meatball comes down. YYF just trying to make some room in the trees. He'll just turn and punch him. He's going to go blow for blow. The bear hitting slow, and in comes Bad Rider. Flame Break. Rabbit. One hit from death. He'll be alive for now. YYF very low as well. He's going man mode. He's going for it. Rabbit will finish him off, but Rabbit falls in the end. Tide Hunter. Few hit points left. Can Chuan bring him down? Where are the blinks? Nope, makes it into the trees. He survives. They minimize their losses. Bottom lane of Rax have fallen. Melee go down in the mid lane. And up top, the tier 3 about to fall from a huge creep push. Triple Cardi. Holy Toledo. The creeps are going to do it up here in the top lane. IG, moments from Megas. They won't win with this push, but this is a pretty insurmountable lead. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Bat Rider maybe in some trouble. Nope, beautiful Yules to stop the boat. Well played there, but now could still be in some trouble. DDC comes out. Demonic Purge. They'll move out of the base. IG on the defensive, but look at this. TPN from Luo. They'll finish off the range racks. Melee racks will go down as well. Ferrari's still alive. He gets X back. But it doesn't matter. Just trying to create some time right now. LGD, they're in it to win it. They'll hang into the bitter end. But there's one building standing between them and Megas, and it's this range racks with 175 hit points. Can you say G to the G? Because I think this shit over. Oh, here we go. DD, now in some trouble. Takes a meatball and a doom. Yep, he's dead. Now Lin comes in. Goes for Luo. There's your global silence. Luo will fall. And LGD will press out, but it doesn't matter. There's your GG. They know they can't do it. They know this Rax will fall. And, well, Chuan throws a Chrono. Lin walks right through it. Buyback from Doom. And it's over. GG! Oh, boy. What a series. Everyone's saying GG, well played. I'll say it too. That was awesome. That was epic. That was really intense. LGD had so much momentum, but they were just too passive. They gave IG the time they needed to farm it back, and IG, boy, did they do it. That Silencer. He started off as support, got a 15, 16, 20-minute Midas, something like that. Ended up getting Ag's Refresher. He was instrumental in the victory that IG were able to pull here. That'll make them 2-0 over LGD. What a series. What a series. Thank you so much for joining us here on BTS 3, folks. I am Zyori. I was slated to solo cast today, and I appreciate you joining us. It was a lot of fun. It was a pleasure, and there were some great games. Hopefully you learned a little bit. You were a bit entertained, and these VODs will be going up on YouTube ASAP. I believe Game 1 is just about to be finished processing. So, as always, folks, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. We'll catch you on the next cast. We're done on BTS 3 for the day. Take care.